In this problem, we want to graph each linear equation by finding its intercepts. So we got 1/5 x minus 1/3 y is equal to -1. First, I'll do this by the intercept method, and then I'll use a calculator. Now, to find our x-intercept. To find any intercepts, you always plug 0 into the other variable. So for finding the x-intercept, we're going to plug 0 in for y. So I got 1/5 x minus 1/3 times 0 equals -1. Now, -1/3 times 0 drops away, and we got 1/5 x is equal to -1. Trying to get x by itself, so we're going to multiply both sides by 5. Those 5's cancel, and we get x is equal to -5. Now, I'm not saying it, but how we're solving that is those 4 steps for solving linear equations. Okay, let's find our y-intercept. Again, you always plug 0 into the other variable, so plug 0 in for x. It's 1/5 times 0 minus 1/3 y is equal to -1. 1/5 times 0 drops away, we got -1/3 y is equal to -1. You know, there are 4 steps for solving linear equations. First step, get rid of parentheses, don't have any. Second step, get rid of fractions. Multiply everything by the LCM of all your denominators. We only have one denominator, which is 3, so that's our LCM. So I'll multiply both sides by 3. Multiply the -1/3 y by 3, and I'll multiply the -1 by 3. These 3's cancel. We got -1y is equal to -3. Last step, divide both sides by the number in front of your y, which is a -1. And -3 divided by -1 gives us a +3. Now for our graph. We said x equals -5. So our x-intercept is at -5. We said y is equal to 3. So our y-intercept is going to be at 3. And then after you plot those, then you draw a line through them. And that would be your answer. Now to plug this in our calculator, you always have to have y by itself to plug anything in your calculator, graph-wise. So we're going to solve for y. Now these are the 5 steps for solving a formula for a variable. Why these are considered a formula is because you have 2 or more variables, different variables. First step, get rid of parentheses, don't have any. Second step, get rid of fractions. Multiply everything by the LCM of all your denominators. Now I got 5 and 3, so my LCM would be 15. So I'll multiply the 1/5 x by 15 minus 15 times 1/3 y equals 15 times -1. Now 5 and 15 both divided by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 3 and 15 both divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So we're left with 3 times 1, which is 3x, minus 5 times 1, which is 5y, equals 15 times -1, which is -15. Now step 3 says get everything with the variable we're solving for on one side, everything else on the other side. We're solving for y, so I'm going to take the -5y to the right side, and I'll take the -15 to the left side. Remember, when you take anything across your equals, your sign changes. My -15 becomes a +15. My -5y becomes a +5y. Now, fourth step, if the variable we're solving for is in 2 or more terms, factor it out. It's not. Step 5, divide both sides with what's in front of / back of the variable we're solving for. Well, there's a 5 in front of the y, so we're going to divide everything by 5. So 3 divided by 5x plus 15 divided by 5 equals 5 divided by 5y. So that gives us 3/5 x plus 15 divided by 5 is 3. These 5's cancel and we got y. So we now have y by itself. We can plug that in our calculator. So I'm going to press my y equals, press my clear. We got 3/5 x, so 3 divided by 5 x plus 3 and then graph. And we'd sketch that down, and that'd be your answer. And you see it more or less matches what I did by hand.